luckily, Kevin, I mean, I didn't really have faith in the Grammys. I generally thought that Jack Harlow would win this award because of what happened, with Macklemore in 2014. But I guess the Grammys didn't want that heat, fam, because they knew what was coming to them in it. If they had let Jack Harlow win this award, where that category is forever tainted. It's already tainted because of some of the ridiculous winners of the past, in it. But if Jack Harlow won this award, Kevin, I guarantee you that a lot of rap artists would have boycotted. You know what I'm trying to say? This award, and I thought that this was a disgrace. I can't lie. I remember I went on a little rant, yeah, when I saw like the nomination
Yeah.
for this award, in it, like, because as much as I love Robert Glasper, yeah, me and you both love Robert Glasper. He's a phenomenal artist. Black Radio 3 is not an R&B album. Let's be real, in it.
Yeah.
None to one of the most controversial categories. I think you know which one this is. Best rap album. This is one of our favorites, you know what I mean? For not good reasons, by the way. For not good reasons. Let me just say that, a little disclaimer. Thank God, Kevin. Thank God this wasn't a repeat of the 2014 Grammy Awards. When, if you can remember, if you don't remember, I'm going to remind you, but that year, we had Macklemore, we had Kanye, we had Drake, we had Kendrick, yeah? And what ended up happening?
The great Macklemore.
The great Macklemore, one of the greatest rap artists of all time.
Yeah? He came and he swept it, bro. He just
one of the greatest
one
of the greatest rap artists of all time came in and took his just deserved award. I mean, we're talking about Macklemore. He hasn't been found since then, but
Did you get me? Why though? But he's already did the grand heist, didn't it? Remember?
Trust me. He did the grand heist.
He
did the grand heist, and then he's literally fucked off. You know what I'm saying? He literally disappeared because he knows that he stole that award. But luckily, Kevin, I mean, I didn't really have faith in the Grammys. I generally thought that Jack Harlow would win this award because of what happened, with Macklemore in 2014. But I guess the Grammys didn't want that heat, fam, because they knew what was coming to them in it. If they had let Jack Harlow win this award, where that category is forever tainted. It's already tainted because of some of the ridiculous winners of the past, in it. But if Jack Harlow won this award, Kevin, I guarantee you that a lot of rap artists would have boycotted, you know what I'm trying to say, this award, and just not submitted their art to this award because, bro, like Jack Harlow, I mean, not to obviously go in on Jack Harlow, like me personally, I thought that album wasn't as bad as everyone thought it was, in it.
Oh, yeah,
but it was
did a whole video about it. You lot check it out.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. I didn't think it was that bad, in it, but it wasn't a good album. But again, Kevin, thankfully the Grammy saw sense, which is rare for them. And Kendrick Lamar with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers ended up winning this award, which is well deserved, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, Kevin, I probably already know the answer, but were you happy with the outcome?
Yeah. That 100%, man, and it's better than Almost Dry in it. Like the second album that could have like took it for me was Pusha T's Almost Dry. But going on what you were saying about Jack Harlow, I was wondering what would happen if Kendrick Lamar was not nominated and you just had Pusha T, Jack Harlow, and Future and DJ Khaled. And I most certainly think that Pusha T would not won it. And I think it would have been one of those three. Probably Jack Harlow as well, or maybe DJ Khaled, and that would have been an absolute disgrace for him.
That's a very interesting point that you bring up, because had Kendrick not been
nominated,
had Kendrick had not been nominated, who would have won this award? I like to think, they would have given it to Pusha T, but
that's not gonna happen, man. No.
Yeah, interesting to see if they would have given it to Pusha. Me and you both know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't lie. That's bro, especially with DJ Khaled and Future. Like their
Yeah,
star power is a lot, and that's not me beginning Jack Harlow as well, man.
yeah. Me and you both know that that wouldn't have happened, didn't it? Even though that was the right thing, that would have been the right outcome. Sorry, like
Yeah,
Pusha T winning that award because by far the album would have been the best album in that
yeah,
list, and
yeah,
I feel like Pusha T deserves it. Like it's long overdue. He should have potentially won it for Daytona, but
yeah, yeah,
obviously he
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on, we
He
loved
didn't.
that. Oh no, actually, yeah, we loved it. I think for me, yeah, I would have given it over Invasion of Privacy and over Nipsey Hussle. I would have given Daytona. Actually, maybe it's between Daytona and Kids See Ghost for me at that period of time. That's where the difficulties.
Yeah. 100%, 100%. So I feel like he definitely deserves it, man, because he's one of the greatest hip hop
Yeah,
artists of any era. Yeah,
yeah,
let's not get it
it's
twisted.
cold.
He's cold. So the right thing to do would have been to give it to him if Kendrick wasn't in the picture. Like if Pusha T won this award over Kendrick, I wouldn't be mad because I actually said, yeah, on a sly that I'd give it to Pusha. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Yeah. I'd give it to Pusha. I do feel like that album was better than
But again, I think it was maybe because Kendrick is always sweeping. Kendrick is always
yeah, that
sweeping
too.
those awards, and
That too.
also we to be honest, Pusha T's album is also the same as he's sort of done before. Same thing with Kendrick as well. So we can't argue
Yeah.
in terms of the
Yeah.
sonic. I mean, they're literally quite similarity. But I see why you would give it to Pusha.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah, I gave the slight edge to Pusha, I can't lie, because, you know, I just think if push comes to shove, I do feel like that album was a little bit better. But it was mainly because Kendrick, I mean, he's got all the Grammys to his name, he's got
yeah.
all the Grammys to his name. And to me, Pusha T deserves at least one because he's been in this game for a minute now. And there isn't one like bad Pusha T album. There's one that's a bit, but I wouldn't say that Pusha T has one bad album in his discography. I don't know if you disagree or agree, Kev, but I don't feel like there's one bad album in his discography.
I think I agree with you. I think the problem that I had with prior to Daytona, I think the albums were okay to good, but then nothing
Right.
were not outstanding. Though they had some outstanding songs on them, but I think after Daytona, I was like okay, and then Almost Dry is like okay, he's in his bag now. He's found himself in the music. He's not trying to stay too contemporary. He's focusing on a specific style, specifically like a sonic sound, and he's just sticking at it, fam. And that's why he's been able to do the great stuff that he's been doing.
But yeah, we're gonna move on to best R&B song. You know, R&B is my bag. You
Yeah,
understand? To no surprise, Beyonce "Cuff It" was the winner. Um, I don't know if you've heard some of the other songs off of this list, K. But obviously being the R&B correspondent, I'm gonna just say that they probably got it right. Um,
yeah.
they probably got it right with this one. You know, "Cuff It" is an absolute banger still.
Well,
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
bad boy record, fam. I think it's an absolute
Yeah,
bad boy record.
"Cuff It" is an absolute banger, and I've heard all the songs that were on this list. And yeah, "Cuff It" is definitely the best song on here. But I just want to give an honorable mention to Mooney Long. With her song "Hers and Hers," like that is an absolute banger. I don't know if you've heard it, Kate, but
No, I don't haven't heard
uh,
it.
yeah, she ended up winning a Grammy.
Oh wow, shout
I can't
out.
remember what for.
Is
I
she a
think it
new
was for
eyes?
best. No, she's been around for a minute, Kate. She's been around for like 15 years, but
50.
um, 15, yeah, but do you know what it is, Kate? She was initially a songwriter, so she's only recently started becoming like an actual artist.
Yeah.
She's wrote a lot of hits, a
Well, for
lot of
Kerry
hits,
Hilson
fam.
as well.
Yeah, for Kerry Hilson, for a lot of R&B artists, bro. Like if you do your Googles here, like you'll see it. Like she's got a um a very strong songwriting discography. So she's been doing her thing for a minute.
Yeah.
But this isn't an overnight success story. Like she's been in the game for a while now, but she's finally getting her flowers. And yeah, man, she's a dope R&B artist. I can't lie. I like Mooney Long. So I was happy that she'd won a Grammy for I think best R&B performance or something like that. But yeah, I would say that was the only other song that could have challenged Beyonce's Cuff It.
Is that a good song as
Um,
well?
it's a brilliant song, K. Brilliant song. It did really well on the Billboard charts as well. I feel like
It was gone platinum. I just saw it right now.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gone
yeah,
platinum.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it peaked at number 10 or within the top 10 on Billboard. Like it was a big record, fam. A very big record still. That's really long. But yeah, I feel like the Beyonce definitely deserved this one. Cuff It is an absolute banger.
Yeah,
Banger.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
100%, man. That's what like I was checking out the songs that I've added on the album, and that record 100% I under it.
Was
The first,
yeah, that
the
was
first
like
part.
off the rip, yeah. When I heard the album
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
first
yeah, it's a
time,
big
that was one
tune.
of my favorites. Yeah, that was one of the standouts for me. So shout out to Beyonce. The best rap performance now. We're gonna pivot back to rap. So Kendrick Lamar, the Heart Part 5 ended up winning this, and I'm not surprised in the slightest, fam. Kevin,
I'm happy,
quickly,
bro. I'm happy, man.
yeah.
I think
Mm,
it's a brilliant and really interesting song. Granted, though, I do think Grammy could have nominated other rap songs that are as amazing, would have made it more challenging because Pusha P
true.
is only up there because of obviously, the massive social media stuff that they created. And it doesn't make the whole phrase Pusha P doesn't make no sense. Like, but he did kind of elaborate, but
The
whatever.
whole P movement, pushing P
Yeah,
went
the
viral as
whole
well.
P movement, fam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It went viral as well. So
But with God
yeah.
did, oh, come on, like it's just
And bro, Kev, did you see the performance?
No,
They
I
performed
didn't
that
see
track
it.
at the
I
Grammys.
did not
You
see
need to
it,
watch it,
man.
bro. You need to watch it. You need to watch it.
Hold on. So is he doing the monologue at a big
Yeah, he's doing all of that, bro. You know how DJ Khaled is, bro. Okay, you need to watch it, bro. You need to watch
You know
it,
what?
bro.
Shout for him to bring in the gospel to people in it, fam. But yeah, I
Yeah,
can't. I don't even take it serious. Vegas Doja Cat, I might have heard it, but I just it can't. It's not bringing up in my brain. And then fucking nigga free was a huge viral moment. I think loads of people liked it. To be honest, I don't really care much for that record as well. But again, I think I'm not a fucking
no,
nigga.
okay. I'm surprised that
So.
I'm surprised that the Gorilla record with Cardi B wasn't nominated. The Tomorrow
Oh, so
2.
you so
That
you
was
say so you wanted the remix, not the original.
yeah. I feel like F nigga. Is it what is it? FNN.
Yeah, fucking nigga
FNF.
free.
Fuck nigga free. Yeah. I feel like that should have been replaced. Yeah, with Tomorrow 2. Because if you're
With
gonna
the that's the
nominate a
Cardi B
gorilla song,
version.
yeah, if you're gonna nominate a gorilla song, yeah, that should have been the one. I can't lie to
Mm.
you because didn't that go number one?
I'm not exactly sure. Like I
I
am not
think it did,
even
bro.
sorry, go on.
I think it did, bro. If you can fact check that,
Yeah, no, tomorrow.
real
So
quick.
I see you now. I see US number 9.
Tomorrow, okay. So it didn't go number one,
Oh
but
no, so hold on. Is it it's not so it's not the same song as fucking nigga free. It's a different song, isn't it?
it's a different song.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. I confused it.
yeah. It's the remix with Cardi B, but obviously it peaked within the top 10 on Billboard, which is a massive achievement. So I feel like if one Gorilla song was going to be nominated, it would have been Tomorrow 2 instead of F Nigga Free. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, in concerns with the winner, again, you know me, I'm a Kendrick stan, so I'm happy that the Heart Part 5 won this because, yeah, man, like the video within itself, yeah, was absolutely dope.
Yeah, the video is
I
cool. The video
remember,
is nice.
yeah, the video's cold, man. I love the concept, and I remember when that video came out, I was proper gassed in it. You know what I'm saying? I was proper gassed because that was the first time, obviously, Kendrick had released any new material in like 4 or 5 years, and
Yeah.
to be honest with you, it wasn't the direction that I saw him going in. So I was a bit like, whoa, like I didn't see this coming. But anything Kendrick does, man, he does it with excellence. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that song won it. That song should have won it just off the video alone, fam. You know what I'm saying?
The
Because the
video is
video was
super
just
creative as well. And it's really interesting
yeah, super creative,
provoking
man.
music as well, man. So it's interesting that
100%. Best R&B album. We got Mary J. Blige with Good Morning Gorgeous.
yeah.
We got Chris Brown, Breezy. We got Robert Glasper, Black Radio Free. We got Lucky Day, Candy Drip, and we got PJ Morton with Watch the Sun.
So obviously Robert
Absolute.
Glasper with Black Radio 3 won the
Yeah,
R&B category. And
yeah.
bro, I don't think it's even an R&B album. Black Robert Glasper is not an R&B artist. He's more
It's
like a
not.
new age. jazz artist as well. And Black Radio 1 was amazing. 3, I couldn't care less for it, but that's my personal opinion. But what do you think about Robert Glasper being nominated in this category? Have you heard the album? And do you think there's someone else that should have been nominated that should have won it? Or do you think that someone who else was nominated, should have won it this time? What's your thoughts?
I thought that this was a disgrace. I can't lie. I remember I went on a little rant, yeah, when I saw like the nomination
Yeah.
for this award in it, like because as much as I love Robert Glasper, yeah, me and you both love Robert Glasper. He's a phenomenal artist. Black Radio 3 is not an R&B album. Let's be real in it. You
Yeah.
understand? It's not an R&B album, and even the other nominations,
Nominees.
yeah, the other nominees for this award, they're very underwhelming. Like Mary J.
100%.
Blige, as much as I F with Mary J. Blige, man, she's an absolute legend. Um, Good Morning Gorgeous. I'm gonna be real. I haven't listened to the album, so I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if it's indifferent. I just don't know. But I don't want to listen. I don't want to take it from Mary in it because Mary, yeah, that's Auntie Mary. Like I don't want to say a bad
Yeah,
thing
no,
about
and
Auntie
yeah.
Mary, and I'm a fan of Auntie Mary. Let's just
Listen,
put it
you
out there.
lot listen to her
I'm
early
a
work,
fan,
man. Insane.
bruv. I've got 2 of her
Insane,
albums
bro.
on vinyl. I've got 2 of her albums on vinyl. Do you understand? So that's how much I rate Mary, and I only get albums on vinyl if I rate the thing. So I rate
100%.
Mary J. Blige, but yeah, again, it's very hard for me to say because I haven't listened to the album, so I don't want to go in on it. But yeah, I feel like there definitely could have been another album that could have replaced, you know, this album from Mary J. Blige. But again, I'm not going to go too in on her because I haven't listened to the album myself, so I'm not in any place to, what I mean, speak on that album. But what I'll say is this, Kevin, yeah. Chris Brown, Breezy. I don't feel like that album should have been on this list,
Yeah.
personally. Um, I don't think it should have been on there. Lucky Day with Candy Drip. I feel like that album should have been on here. So that is fine. You know what I mean? That can stay. PJ Morton, Watch the Sun. For me, I've only listened to a couple songs. It was a decent album, but again, I don't even feel like that's a pure R&B album, Kevin. You
Isn't
know?
PJ
So
Morton a jazz artist as well, though?
yeah, exactly. There you go. He's like Robert Glasper. So from the rip here, there are 3 albums that shouldn't be in this category. Yeah. And obviously you asked me, um, what did you ask me? You asked me if there were other albums that
That should
should
have
have been
been on the
considered.
list. Yeah.
Kevin, there are about 3 albums that should have been considered. Yeah. So we've got Ravin Lene, yeah, with Hypnos. Ravin Lene's album was on my best of year list for 2022. That album was hands down the best R&B album of last year.
How much did it
I remember
sell?
it didn't really sell. Not it didn't really
Yeah,
sell
I
any
think that's the
units,
reason
Kevin.
why. Because then, man, you know how Grammys roll, fam. But
But
that's a
but
good
Kevin,
shout, though.
I can say the same thing about PJ Morton's album. What did that
That's
do?
true. I feel like with PJ Morton, he has more of a bigger presence than Raven Shea. But again,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how
he
Grammys
does.
operates. Oh, Grammys
That
rules are. Ugh.
yeah, it's different. Cool. If you don't want to put Ravelin Nay's album, yeah, because of whatever reason, because she's not big enough, because she hasn't really done anything substantial in the scene as of right now, she's gonna be big, by the way. So remember that name. Cool,
Yeah, facts.
cool. How about Ari Lennox? Age,
That's a good
sex, and
shout. That's
location.
a good shout. That's a good shout.
Where was that album, bro?
Was
You
he
know,
eligible for this one?
it was,
And did she
it
did she,
was.
did she, did she, did she submit it, or does it even matter
I'm
if you
sure
didn't
she did. Yeah, she
submit
did submit it. Still, she did submit it. She did submit it.
it?
How
That's a good.
about Kevin? Kevin, I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
another name that's gonna shock you. Summer Walker's album
yeah.
from last year or the year before.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Bam.
that wasn't
Get
considered. Summer
get
Walker,
yeah. Guess who's not on that list, fam? And who had my favorite album of the year, bro? Kalani's not even on that list, fam. And she's
Kalani's not even and you know how I feel about the album, Kevin. Like for
yeah.
me, the
You didn't
album,
like it that much, yeah.
yeah, but I still understand why you consider that album her best work.
Yeah.
Like it's a good album. Don't get it twisted. It's a good album.
Yeah.
So really and truly, that should have been considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
How
definitely better than
about
Breezy for sure.
100%? How about I'll throw another name to you, Kevin? How about LMA? Even though I didn't really like that album
Yeah,
too much,
you to be honest, that's true. That the album wasn't that good, but I think it's
but
definitely would
yeah,
create
it should have
would
been
at least
considered,
compete.
bro.
Yeah.
It should have been considered. So, Kevin, that's about 4 or 5 albums I've just given to you off the rip. Like this whole, bro, it's lazy. If
But
you have genuine,
but I don't know how Robert Glasper won it. I'm so sorry. I don't
bro,
understand.
how can they justify that? How?
And you know what it is? I don't. The funny thing is, casual R&B artists don't even know who Robert Glasper is. You know.
They don't know who PJ Morton is either.
Yeah, do you get me?
Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, how? How was that happened?
Flop.
Kevin, no, but Kevin, honestly, yeah, I can't remember the time when they ever got this category right, fam. And I know that's hard to do, but there's not even minor. If there were minor issues with this category, I could deal with that. I could live with that. But there's always major issues, yeah, with this category, fam. And it's not just the US thing as well. Bro, we can talk about the Brits, fam. That's another that's another
Oh
thing.
yeah.
That's another thing. Bro, the Brits are this Saturday, fam. Yeah. So,
Oh yeah,
you
no,
know,
we're gonna do a little you
we're
man
gonna
choose.
do another
Fam. It's
video.
gonna be
We're gonna do
another
another
rant from
video
another big statement, fam. Do you get me,
because
fam?
bro, that's even worse than this.
Yeah, no, I can't lie, bro. It's fucking offensive, fam. I can't lie,
It's
man.
offensive, fam. Bro, people are not rating R&B like that, and it hurts my heart, fam. It hurts my spirit,
Bro,
bro. You
bro,
understand?
to be honest, bro, the thing is, you don't even have to even rate the genre to understand the two
You
different
don't,
genres. Like,
bro. This higher
pop and
people,
R&B,
yeah,
it just
fam. This higher people, yeah, that know the genre inside and out, fam. You understand? It's not that hard, fam. It's not that hard, Kevin. Hire people, bring people in that actually know R&B music, fam.
yeah.
They know what's popping. It's not that hard, Kevin. It's very simple.